What's up, everybody? Welcome to the broadcast. My name's Todd, and you are watching Digging Life. On today's episode, we've got the Cat 309 and Fecon Forestry mulching head. We've got to walk it down to a lower road that's been let go for years and is extremely overgrown with heavy brush, laurels, and small trees. But before we can do that, I've got to take this pine tree down. Here I come. No better way to start the day than dropping a fair-sized pine tree. And in the forestry mulching world, there's no better way to start off a new section of a project than with razor sharp teeth. These have got a nice golden hue to them from the rain over the weekend. I may have forgot my chaps today, and I may not have had my hard hat, but I will not walk in front of that drum with it spinning. That's one thing you can take from today that I'm doing right. Look at these chips. I love oak. Oak is like the best thing ever. Those are perfect little chips. They're coming out. They're not like real splintered. That's what you want. This thing did choke down pretty quick, but it is about 35 degrees, and I just got started. So that hydraulic fluid that's running this thing, it is very thick. It's almost, it's a little thinner than like maple syrup, I think. Now let's go have some fun. And here's an obvious road that was cut in, or driveway at some point. It was actually graveled. Two great things about this. Actually, there may be three. I'm not quite sure yet. But being that this was a good graveled road, rain, shine, it's not going to matter. I'm going to be able to do this section of road. I think it's probably just going to take me a few hours to get it done. Second great thing, big parking lot down there. I'll be able to get in there with the Mack and trailer and load out when I get done with this project and not have to walk forever. Let's just take a quick walk. Hold on. Let me get my bear spray. Just in case. We did see that mama bear and her cub the other day, which I would not want to hurt her for nothing. But it's me or them. I know what I'm picking. And I'll tell you, despite what anybody says, I know what they're going to pick too. Oh, dropped my hat. I don't think I'm doing this in a very good order. I actually do hope we get to see the bears so I can show them to y'all. I just hope they're not aggressive. Look at this. These laurels, it looks like they're taking over the whole road, but the reality of it is they're growing out of the bank. Almost every one of them. There was a ditch line running up through there, but these are all growing out of the bank and they're all fighting over sunlight. This through here must not get as much sunlight right here. Maybe it gets more. I don't know. You know, the saying goes, and it's true, moss grows on the north side of the tree. Which side of the road does it grow on? Y'all let me know in the comments where the moss grows in the road. Oh yeah, we're gonna knock this out in no time. There's a big open area. I imagine this was probably a potential house site at one time, or maybe a landing for logging. Who knows? Why is the coffee always gone? Dust on the screen and the sun coming in, definitely time to clean the windshield. Fuel time. Ha, just enough. El Gato's getting thirsty. Just enough. Guess it helps to turn it on. So for a pretty good while now, I've felt like this machine doesn't transition smoothly. When you're swinging, you come to a stop, and you're swinging right back. It seemed a little bit jerky, and I thought, I just can't get used to this, or maybe I'm just a terrible operator. Toward the end of the last video, I didn't catch it on camera, but my machine, when I would swing to the right or just barely bump the controls and go back to centered on the controls, it would just kind of keep floating to the right. I thought that's strange. It shouldn't do that. So I cut it off, made sure I wasn't touching my controls, turned it back on, did it again. And this is why I really like Cat. I called them up, they called me back within just a few minutes, as always. I never have to wait long. And told them what was going on. They said, okay, we'll have somebody out first thing in the morning. This was late in the evening on Thursday. 7:30 Friday morning, they're there working on the machine. Turns out that my swing dampener valve is kaput. So good news is, they found out what it was. Bad news is it's on back order. About like everything, I guess. Say it's on back order till middle of April. Luckily, it's really not a big deal. I'm sure when I'm doing like real-time operating, you guys may be able to see it. It's more or less I'm having to operate it like an old machine. I'm just having to be a little bit slower about feathering my swing side to side. Not a big deal. Would I be really aggravated if it just downed the machine? Yeah, I'd be really aggravated. I don't know how they would have handled it if it was something that put me out of commission. And really with any company, you don't know what they would do. I could ask them, but who knows if they tell me the truth or not. I'm really happy with Cat. I'm really happy with their response times. I want to keep it real with you guys as I go along with this machine. Problems I have along the way, how they are with maintenance, which it was great. This was Friday. They got it diagnosed. Jason, who's phenomenal in maintenance, called me up today, and he's like, I just want to let you know what's going on. We're trying to film up here. Rude. It doesn't matter what brand of machine you're running, really. If they'll just communicate with me. They call me, it's on back order for a couple of months, that's fine. As long as I get it within a couple of months, that'd be nice. However, this is also a reason I kept the old Yanmar, just in case. You can't trust any company or anybody with your livelihood and how you take care of your family. I'll tell you that right now. I don't trust anybody. So if I ever do have one machine go down, I have a backup. I used to keep a backup truck, but that just became cost prohibitive. And it is the next day. Let's get this machine warming up. First, we gotta check the oil, make sure it's okay. So, how you feeling today? Good. Says it's good. Hey. I got a really good start, and I'm really happy with how everything is running, except for the, there's the exception of that swing dampening valve, but we can work around that. You can see bigger debris right here. That's kind of what it looks like when we go over that stuff the first time. It's like a carpet of wood. I think it's a good idea, while that excavator is warming up really good, I'm going to run up here to the road that I just built over on my other channel. It's frozen this morning, it's about 26 degrees, therefore there's going to be just a light crust on everything up there, and I'll be able to use the skid steer to get the bucket for the excavator, run it back down there. That way when we finish this little mulching job up in the next couple of hours, I'll have everything down at the bottom where it will be easy to load everything on the truck. And before we do the flyover and final segment of this episode, I want to dedicate this episode to Brent King. Brent, thank you for always commenting on both channels. You've been with me since nearly the beginning. I can't thank you enough. This week, you're the top commenter. Thanks again, everybody, and we will see you on the next one.